Hey, so we're with Teddy Andrews, the winning script, Shrink at the LGBTQ plus film festival. Shrink is about, I guess it's about a shrink. It's about a, but
Yeah,
the I guess the patient is lying through their teeth. I guess that's the pitch, I guess, of the film, right?
sure, yeah. It's a bit of a double play because Shrink obviously is about like it takes place at a therapy session, but it's
Yeah.
a play on the concept of the person, the patient with the therapist having their own psyche shrinking in on themselves.
Yeah. So so where did this idea come from?
Well, Shrink is based on some true events, obviously not as cinematic as the script will entail, but a lot of the events that the main character Ashton goes through in Shrink were things that I personally experienced. So I had written down my experience going to therapy, not because I wanted to, but because I felt like I had to, and not connecting with my therapist, and also lying to my therapist because of this lack of connection and the things that I was saying to my therapist was all in the defense of the person at the time that was abusing me. So I wrote about how that really shrunk my whole world and my perspective, and I created the script to have an outlet for that experience that I went through. So that's kind of what birthed all that.
So yeah, it is interesting because, but at the same time, to be fair to the patient has fears
Hmm.
and insecurities, and it's hard to bring out the truth, right? Like therapists know that. You talk to
Hmm.
therapists, they know they're being lied to all the time, right? And
You would think the therapist that I had, because at the workplace that I was at, they offered that employee assistance program. You get like five free
recessions,
therapy
yeah,
sessions. Yeah. So that was the only option I had to seek any kind of help that with what I was going through. And I mean, I love the fact that there are people in this field trying to help others, like
yeah.
by being therapists and stuff. But I honestly didn't really connect with my therapist, and maybe I'm just a really good liar or a good actor or something. But my therapist didn't seem to really catch on that I was not telling the entire truth and was just satisfied with a lot of the face value answers I was giving her.
But at the same time, I'm just like
Hmm.
playing devil's advocate,
Yeah.
is that they're not supposed to tell you like their
Well,
feelings and their truth,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. That is true. It a good therapist will be able to like understand what you're going through and not tell you what to do or how to feel, but help you process what you're going through.
yeah,
Um, Funny enough, the therapist that I was seeing that inspired that the conversation between Ashton and the therapist, she was a very spiritual, religious person, so probably not a really good therapist for me, but
yeah.
a lot of my sessions were pray to God or get
That
spiritual.
would
Like
have
she
turned me
had,
off too. Yeah.
yeah, she had this one thing where she had like a crystal and it had like answers on a piece of paper and she swung the crystal to help me through some of my stuff. I didn't include that in the script, but not a good therapist for me. So
Yeah.
I hope she's doing okay, whatever she's doing now.
No, because I'm sure it resonates
Mhm.
with others too, right? But it's like, yeah,
Right.
there's certain things that yeah. But the interesting thing about it too is that it's like I said, it in the script too, it's a workers' compensated program
Yeah.
where it's almost like they always give like there's always that five free sessions.
Hmm.
Even like in like where I live, it's like you can get five free sessions, but it's like I guess I guess five sessions you're supposed to be healed after that,
I
right?
know, yeah. It's like I guess I did the work. I did it on paper, so everything should be better now. But
Or
it
it's a
was a
way to
very
grab you
yeah.
to pay more money, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just some sort of additional cash grab that they can get out of me just to feel like they did something, maybe.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a very good experience for me, so
So
that's
no,
kind
but
of what
it's
inspired that.
do you feel that the script the script kind of helped you therapeutically? Because I'm assuming
Hmm.
it did a little bit.
Oh yeah. So all of those experiences happened to me as far back as I want to say 2017. And I wrote this script uh 2 years ago So there was a lot of time to process what I was going through, and I had changed as a person, growing and whatnot. So, um, when I decided to try and write a script for the first time, I didn't really have any ideas, but I did remember how that whole situation made me feel. I could see all the artistic ways to explain how that made me feel, so that's what inspired Strink, which was my first script I ever wrote like a few years ago.
Gotcha. And have
Yeah.
you written since then?
Yes, I actually just finished. I got obsessive with another idea that I had, and within 2 months, I had just finally finished my first draft of a feature film that I would like to shoot in the future. My plans with that is just submitting that for grants or for any like screenwriting labs to see if I can get production for it.
Oh, so are you a filmmaker as well?
Um, I would like to say
Okay.
I am. I've never made a film myself, but I've acted in a bunch of local indie films that are around here in Las Vegas, and I have only written the two scripts so far, but I've never personally have been able to produce or direct a film myself. So I would like to with this new upcoming feature film script that I have ready, or not ready, I guess first draft.
So you're living in Las Vegas,
Yeah, that's where I am right now.
born and raised?
No, not born and raised. I'm from Hawaii, actually.
Okay. What
Yeah.
brought you to Vegas?
Back in 2018, since the events that happened to me in 2017, things did not work out with that very abusive ex, as you can probably imagine.
Yeah.
So, I needed to get away from that situation, and when I was in Oregon at the time.
Yeah.
So I had some resources out here in Vegas that encouraged me to move out here to refigure myself out. So I took that offer, and I've been here ever since.
So the relationship was a an ex-girlfriend?
It was an ex-partner, yeah, an ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's an interesting story in itself, right? Did you
Yeah.
ever consider writing about that?
I mean, that's kind of what a shrink is,
No,
because
but I
a
mean
lot
like
of
firsthand.
writing about my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, like about that relationship.
That's what the flashbacks that Ashton goes through kind of entails. Like I don't have an interest in writing the day-to-day experiences
Yeah.
of that ex, but the biggest takeaways that I had from that relationship was she fetishized me discovering my gender because she went around telling people and she telling me personally when I was telling her that, hey, I think I'm non-binary or I think I'm trans, she would say stuff like, I really wish you would just say you were a girl so I could tell people you were my girlfriend because she wanted those aura points. And she was very manipulative with her love bombing as well as making me feel like I was some sort of project to be worked on. So it made me heavily codependent on her. Those are a lot of the things that Ashton flashbacks on as he's lying that things are okay and that
Yeah.
um maybe she's not a terrible person. She has a terrible upbringing as well, but those are the things that he like
Yeah.
tries to protect even though it's not good for him.
Yeah, there's it's nuance too, right? Like
Yeah.
it's like but because that's an interesting story what you just described, right?
Hmm.
So, but I know you
Yeah,
don't want to get in the day to day, but it's like, yeah, that's because that's it happens all the time, right? Like, and it's but it seems like you have an original take, I guess, right?
maybe. I hope it's original in a sense of like not many people have gone through it because it was a
Yeah,
really
that's what I mean.
terrible thing
Yeah,
to go
yeah,
through,
yeah.
yeah. But
Well, I think people have
yeah.
gone through abuse, of course, abusive
Oh,
relationships, of
sure.
course, but not in the
Yeah.
regard that you have, I guess.
Yeah, it does kind of make me wonder. I wonder how many other transgendered people go through an
Yeah,
abusive relationship like that that get fetishized for their whole gender. That topic itself could probably inspire another script or another idea
that's
because
basically what I'm saying. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, not sure how many people really do go through that.
Well, I'm sure I'm sure that there's out there, right? I'm sure people are going
Yeah.
through it, right? So, because a lot going
Hmm.
on, right? Like there's a bravery that's entailed what you did, right? Like a lot of people can't even hit to that You know what I mean? Like in terms of like transitioning and figuring out who you are.
Mm,
A lot of
mm.
people don't even go there, right? So
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, a lot of
yeah,
people get stunted with feeling like they aren't the gender they're born with, but also not having the resources or time or support to make that jump, that
yeah,
transition.
100%, right?
Especially when you're stuck with someone who's like kind of invalidating, disregarding, and fetishizing you. That is true.
But think about the even the era that we're in, like 30 years ago, it'd probably be impossible too, right?
Oh
So
yeah, 100%. I
yeah,
think so. Yeah. That's kind of where the origins of Shrink came from,
yeah.
was from a lot of that.
I gotta ask you, what's that? What's that? There's a thing machine going back and forth. It looks like a robot behind your face.
I believe that's my fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
just
it
a
was like a
little
robot or something.
that would be cool. A very tall Roomba that's just scanning my room for dirt. That would be cool. But it's just an oscillating fan just to get the air moving in the room.
Gotcha. So how's
Yeah.
Vegas though? Like you kind of came with the COVID and like talk about a place that needs to be open, right?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's so crazy to think that I came to Vegas in 2018 and 2 years later the entire city shut down. That
Yeah.
was a very unique experience. But it's fine. Like right now it's cooling off. We're hitting the 40s and 50s, which is a lot more what I prefer because I even though I came from Hawaii, I do like colder weather. So
It's hot
this is
there. It's hot there, right? So
my goodness, yeah. The peak can get to like 120. It's awful.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it seems like they're revolutionizing their city too, right? They're like obviously more family friendly. A lot of
Mm,
sports franchises coming in there, right? So it's
yeah, a lot of
becoming a big
that.
thing.
I also like that I could be biased, but I also work for that art production company, Meow Wolf. So they're Vegas is like touching up more on like their artsy side.
Yeah,
And so I do like that I found that community because when I came here, I wasn't sure I was gonna like Vegas, even though I had the resources here to take care of me. But I just saw it as like, oh, that's the place where you gamble and sleep with people, and I don't
sure.
want that. But I found a community that actually really spoke to what I needed. So I'm
Yeah.
glad I came here.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's more than
Yeah.
like it's funny because I'm from a tourist town. I'm from Niagara Falls, right?
Oh, okay.
Born and raised. So it's like everybody has that. It's like it's that tourist area, right, where you see the falls,
Right.
and yeah. But
Yeah.
there's more insights to that, right? I guess, right? So
Yeah. I guess born and raised from one tourist area, Hawaii, living in another one now, Vegas. It's
yeah,
like it's way more nuanced and there's a lot more
yeah.
interesting things to find if you go out and find them.
So you want to make a films then? That's what you want to do?
I think so. I want to make films. I want to be probably primarily a script writer.
Yeah.
That's where I feel like most of my niche comes from. I think I'd also have fun directing, but making films, I feel like that's where I need to be, what I want to do.
Well, this one relatively two actors. You got flashbacks, but it's really one
Hmm.
scene, right?
It is, I think production wise, it would be a very feasible thing to accomplish. It's a
Yeah,
short script. You have the therapist room, and a lot of the visuals just depends on the set design because once you set up the therapist room, then it's just degrading and you just slowly start tearing away the walls and
yeah,
ruining the paintings and it works.
yeah. I don't know, something
Hmm.
something to think about.
Yeah, I just fear because it is a darker themed script, so it will take people that are willing to be on that side of the mindset of with how dark it is with my current resources. I'm sure if I pitch to like producers somewhere out there, someone would bite. Right now, a lot of the resources I have, I work with my friends and they also enjoy filmmaking and they have experience making their own little short films. And it is a tricky navigation to find like-minded people that are ready to work on making the script into a real short film without also terrifying them of like, by the way, this is all based on things that I've gone through. So hope you're ready to dive into that. I've had that discussion with a few people already, and like a lot of them always tread on the same thing of like this is a very heavy script. So finding friends that are ready to work on that, it
Yeah.
could serve challenges, but also it could build like a really cool uh I guess connection with anyone willing to help me work on that.
Yeah, go for it.
That's the plan.
Then you got your first feature under the belt, so that the plan is to work as a screenwriter, I guess, and keep plugging away.
I would hope so. I don't really know any other way to do it because right now my plan is to continue writing because that's what I seem to be passionate about doing. And I do my research on how to get any of my scripts produced. And so with the with some grants and some labs in mind, that's what I'm hoping is going to be my gateway to submitting my scripts, and hopefully someone picks it up and decides to take me in and help me produce it, or help me at least uh pitch it to other producers to help me make it.
Cool. And
Yeah.
do you have like a routine, like a routine of writing? Do you have like write certain
Uh
things a day?
yeah, so my routine is not very routine. It's all so the way I write, which is pretty difficult because I have diagnosed ADHD, and it really shows when it comes to like any of my creative stuff because
Yeah.
a lot of my work seems to be inspiration or motivation based or even interest based. So the reason why I was able to pump out a 90-page feature film in a month and a half was because I would sit if I had the time, I would sit at my computer for 12 to 14 hours and write nonstop because I was so impassioned to do it. And I would love to work on a actual routine that allows me to still be impassioned and write, but also allows me to take a break and not burn out and enjoy all the other things that I also like doing from day to day. But I guess a regular day when I have the time to write is just go to work, do my chores, get all the hard work out. I find writing fun, so I get everything that I need out of the way, like my chores, my eating, taking care of the dog, and then I'll spend the rest of my evening writing. And I do that until I'm tired and it's ready to go to bed.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you got a dog?
I am house sitting a dog.
Okay.
So a buddy of mine is out of state for like a month and a half,
Yeah.
and he dropped his dog over. So now it's become part of my routine to take care of her as well.
That's pretty good. How do you like the walking and kind of do you
It's
like that?
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, every morning I have I'm a morning person and I have morning shifts, a set morning shift schedule. So when I start work at 9, I'll get up at 7 and I'll take her for a walk and then I'll feed her, and then that's when I get after that I can get ready for work. Then I go home, and then the moment I get home it's time for another walk, it's time for dinner, and then I'll do my chores, I'll feed myself, and then that's when I can sit down. After all the hard work is done, I can sit down and enjoy writing without feeling like I'm putting anything else important off.
Gotcha. And the dog's
Mhm.
okay, like when you go to work?
Oh yeah. I've got three other housemates, so they also take care of her.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming this is your room where you're doing the podcast?
Yes, this is my abode, my sanctuary where all the magic happens.
Gotcha. Well, it
Hmm
seems like you're doing something, you're doing good stuff. I hope you're feeling good about yourself and feeling positive about the future.
I, yeah, honestly, it's a nice breath of fresh air to feel more optimistic with what is yet to come, especially coming from such a dark place where the
Yeah.
script takes place, and where even I was when I was writing the script a few years ago,
Yeah.
but a lot more positive, a lot more optimistic, hopeful, inspired, and passionate. I see a lot of big things coming, hopefully.
Because it seems like you got have an interesting journey yourself, right? You've had an interesting life so far, so
I like to think so.
and it's just getting started.
Yeah, just getting started. That's what I have to remind myself
Yeah.
that, it's not too late to get started, and I am just getting started.
Yeah. On that note, let's talk again when we showcase another script of yours, or when you let us know when if you make one of your scripts.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Yeah, of course I'll reach out.
Cool. All right, man.
All
Let's
right,
talk
man.
soon.
All right. Thank you, Matthew.